So this is the Capital One Lounge. And then this is some food from the Centurion Lounge. And I would say that it looked at least on par with the Centurion Lounge, if not better. Hey, Credit Warriors, welcome to the show. And yes, this is a video talking about the new Capital One Lounge at DFW in Texas and asking the question, is it actually better than the Centurion Lounge? And to do this video, I have a special guest, Jasmina from the channel Venture with Jazzy. Welcome to the show, Jasmina.
Thank you, Ben. I've been very excited to actually talk to you about credit cards. So yeah, I'm Jasmina. I do a YouTube channel called Venture with Jazzy about credit cards and some personal finance tips.
That's awesome. And yeah, I wasn't able to go to Texas to check this lounge out yet, but you have been there and you have a video on it. In your title of your video, you actually called it Centurion Lounge Killer or something. A little bit sensational for the algorithm, I think. But it is from the footage, I thought it looked very, very good and certainly on par, maybe even better than the Centurion Lounge in some aspects. So do you want to take us through what the experience is like?
Yeah, so I've actually never been to the Centurion lounges, but I've heard a lot about them, and especially about nowadays, the lines are kind of crazy.
All right, so you mentioned the lines because I want to pull something up here, a few photos from Reddit. So this one is the one in Miami. Okay, lines at Miami Centurion Lounge. You can see it's pretty long. If you can't see it, the Centurion Lounge is that silver thing. You see there's a sort of silver round thing in the distance. That's where the lounge is. But actually, there's a lot of them. If you search on Reddit, here's one at Las Vegas Airport, LAS, not LAX, LAS, but Las Vegas. That's the line there, which is pretty long. And then I think there was another one as well at LaGuardia, the new Centurion Lounge at New York's LaGuardia. Let's check out the line for this one. Actually, not super bad for this one, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you're looking at about 15 to 20 people lining up for that one as well. So, you know, Centurion Lounge are getting pretty busy. What is the entry experience like at the Capital One Lounge?
Yeah, so I've only been to the Capital One once, so I went there last month on a Tuesday at like 6 p.m. So I guess that kind of contributes to why there was less people when I went. But I basically went up the elevator and then the lounge was there. There was one couple in front of us, but after a minute, we were able to get in. And basically, the entire interior was probably half empty. So yeah, there was just plenty of space to sit. Noise level was relatively good. To get into this lounge, if you want to get in for free, you should have the Venture X credit card by Capital One. And basically, if you have that credit card, you can bring in 2 more people. And actually, I found that if you add an authorized user which is free for the Capital One credit card, they can also bring 2 additional people. So that's like bringing in 6 people, including yourself, for free. But
that's
yeah,
yeah.
Otherwise, you have to pay $65 to get in. But how is that for the Centurion Lounge, Ben?
I think, well, Centurions, I think you can only get in if you have the Amex Platinum or the Amex Centurion. And the guest fee, you don't get free guests anymore unless you spend over $75,000 a year on the Platinum or Business Platinum. Centurion members get free guests, but I think they're spending over that anyway. And the guest fee, I seem to remember, is $50. I'll put it on screen, whether that's right or not. But yeah, guest fee is a little bit lower than the entry fee for the Capital One, but obviously you get free guests if you're on the Venture X card. And the higher rate for the day pass versus the guest fee kind of suggested to me that the quality of some of the food and amenities might be even a little bit better in the Capital One Lounge.
Yeah, so after the wait time, we wanted to talk about the food and drink. What are the options between the two?
But before we talk about that, if you use credit cards to build up points, rewards, and cashback, which, let's face it, you probably do if you're watching this video, then you will love the sponsor of today's video, Kudos. Kudos is a free browser extension for Chrome on the desktop and for Safari on your iPhone that, after you've set it up, will recommend the best card from your wallet to earn the maximum rate of points or rewards whenever you shop online. Like here on Booking.com, it pops up recommending my Chase Ink Preferred for 3 points per dollar on travel. But the best thing is, Kudos now has Kudos Boost, which at least doubles your rewards on over 15,000 sites. So with Mother's Day just around the corner, before you buy your present online, be sure to use Kudos to get the most cash back. And right now they're running a flash sale that adds an additional 4x on your rewards at select flower merchants like the Bokes, just in time for Mother's Day. So for the cards I have in my wallet, that increases the rewards to 5%. And if you're getting 3% back on online shopping with the Amex Blue Cash every day, for example, you're now going to earn 15% with Kudos. With Kudos, you can buy your mom a present and put more cash back in your own wallet at the same time. It's basically a no-brainer, guys. Use the code SHIFU and get Kudos for free by clicking the link below or going to joinkudos.com/shifu. That's joinkudos.com/shifu. Okay, yeah, so like actually in your video, a lot of the food looked really nice. And we should I'll put on screen some comparison between the food. So this is the Capital One Lounge. And then this is some food from the Centurion Lounge. And I would say that it looked at least on par with the Centurion Lounge, if not better, if not more more selection. Certainly more selection than what they have at Phoenix. But yeah, what did you find it? How did you find it?
Yeah, actually, I read some reviews on some people either have a like or dislike for the Centurion versus the Capital One. So, for example, I've seen that in photos that the Centurion Lounge is more of a buffet type where there's just those little plates and then you just pick up the food. So you can cherry pick what you like. But for the Capital One Lounge, everything is in little bowls or little containers. So I think the benefit there is that the plates look a lot nicer, like nobody messed with the food. And then you can take a nice photo of your whole tray of food. And yeah, it's not that much food that you get, and you can always get more. So I think there's some pros and cons there.
It's better for YouTubers, right? You get a better presentation of the food for
Yeah, it's
your
better for
watch.
YouTubers. I also think that it's good for those who have allergies because sometimes people take like the spoon from one dish and put it in the other, and then things are combined, but this way things are kept clean.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. So the food, from judging by what you're saying, the food looks easily on par with the Centurion Lounge. Obviously, we'd have to have both gone to both to really be the judge. But you guys in the audience, like, look at the footage that she took. I mean, it certainly looks. Maybe you can comment below on what you think. Let's move on now to some of the other features.
Capital One Lounge versus the Centurion, both of them have showers. So I guess we can talk about the showers first. Capital One only has one shower, but I didn't have any wait. And then you have 30 minutes in that shower. Going into the shower, you can see some of the footage here that there is a Dyson hair dryer, and then you also get the shampoo, the conditioner, the normal supplies, and then a towel.
So the Centurion Lounges I've been to actually don't have showers. The one
really?
at Phoenix and the one at LaGuardia that I went to, they did not have showers. I'm not sure if some of the other bigger ones do. I'll put the info on screen because I was just looking and I couldn't find it. But yeah, I would say, was there just one shower room or were there multiple?
Yeah, there was only one shower. So I imagine when it gets to like the end of the day when they're about to close, that's when you can't really get a booking for a shower,
Yeah.
but you get 30 minutes, which is pretty nice.
That's pretty good. So my feeling about shower rooms in lounges though is that if you have a sort of crappy shower room that's not very nice, people are going to shower much quicker. So I actually love the Air France lounge at JFK because you can you don't book the shower. It's just like first come, first serve. They give you a towel and you wait in line outside. And the room is not very nice. But the water pressure is really good, right? So you get a good quality shower.
They did that on purpose.
Maybe they did that on purpose. Yeah. So you get a good quality shower that you don't really have to wait very long for. And you're not going to spend too much time in there either because it's not that great. But it serves its purpose. So I think having a really nice shower room, although it's great, it can sometimes be a disadvantage because people spend that full half hour in the shower. And if there's only one room, it's gonna get booked. I mean, as soon as this lounge starts getting busy, probably you'll turn up and you'll be like, oh yeah, it's a 3-hour wait for the shower, and like, oh, my flight has departed by then. I've been to also some other ones like in Taipei, Ever Air Lounge, and some in Dubai where they have a really nice shower room that you have to book. But those ones typically you have to wait for. So, and I've been to the Aspire Lounge in London where you try to get a shower, but it's normally like a 40-minute wait, which might be too late. So the shower room though, it looked really nice. I remember you saying that the towels are really thick.
Yeah, the towels were thick, and you can get 5 towels if you want because they're all there.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I
Yeah.
mean that's definitely a point that it scores versus the Centurion Lounge, but I think we'll have to see if there's only one shower room for the whole lounge. It's probably, as the lounge gets more popular, it's probably going to get booked up.
Yeah, hopefully more people won't get just kidding. People should get the VentureX credit card, but
That's right.
yeah.
There was actually a meditation or prayer room at the one you went to as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, so there was just kind of one multi-faith room where you can wash your feet, and there was like a bench, but not really a place to actually meditate because I meditate
Okay.
too. But yeah, I guess you can try if you wanted to. In addition, there was also the fitness room.
There was
Mm.
also another thing that you showed in the Capital One round, which I was very curious about, was that chair. That
Yeah. So I think some lounges actually have nap rooms. So I think this is Capital One's version of a nap room, but a little bit more high tech. So basically, this chair, it kind of offers a little bit of a massage. It's more like some vibrations on your back. And then it plays some very nice music. And then the room gets dark. And then if you look at actually on the sky, there's not the sky, the ceiling, there are some lights that looks like some stars. So you feel very relaxed in a very dark room, and basically you get 30 minutes. You have to book this room. There's 2 rooms, so you can not have to wait for someone else really, unless the lounge gets very busy. But yeah, this is a really nice nap room that I went into.
Yeah, that looked awesome. And was there a wait for that or not?
No, there wasn't a wait. So I booked it, and then right when I booked it, someone else came in. So whoever was behind me had to wait.
Okay. Yeah, nice. And things like that can really, they're really good, especially if you are transferring planes. Like if you're just about to take off, maybe it's not so important. But if you just came off one long flight and then you've got like a 3-hour layover at DFW, and you can go for a massage, I mean, that kind of thing is awesome. So, um,
Yeah. And also space and noise level, maybe we can talk about that. So a lot of
sure.
times people like to go into lounges to actually work. And so there it was basically quiet. I didn't see any like people talking very loud, lots of space for sitting, tables, and even charging spaces, sorry. And then the Wi-Fi was really good. But I think for Centurion lounges, I also heard that sometimes it gets pretty packed. Maybe you can't even find a space or even an
Yeah.
outlet. Do you have any experience to draw from
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, they're normally packed. So the times I've been to them, there's been no line to get in, but once you're in, they're packed. Yes. And actually, even in Phoenix, it was at the end of the pandemic, so they were still seating you. Like they were giving you a spot. You couldn't just
Wow.
casually find a seat at that
Oh,
time. They were like
really?
just, yeah, they'd give you a spot. But pretty much all the spots were taken. So it was like, yeah, sometimes it's like one in, one out, at the Centurion. And people are
Wow.
kind of getting annoyed with that because of they got a luxury credit card, $695 a year for the platinum, and you get turned away, or you have to wait an hour to get in or something. So um, that's why I'm curious about the Capital One Lounge and if it offers a good alternative.
Yeah. Yeah, the Venture X has only been around since 2021. People are just getting used to it, and seeing all this footage of how the lounge is, it might actually push people to get the credit card. Or I think it might even make the Centurion lounge feel like, hey, we should step up our game and actually expand or do something about all this crowd. So hopefully
That's
that
cool.
happens.
Hopefully that happens. Yeah, go get the Venture X, guys. Okay. And I think that's a nice conclusion. That's a nice way to end it. It's definitely some stiff competition for Amex. Amex has the legacy brand, but Capital One, that's not really known for luxury, is making some great strides from what I've seen at creating a luxurious experience with good food and all that kind of stuff. So thanks a lot. Thanks very much, Yasmina, for coming on the show.
Thank you, Ben. I'm very excited.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
And you guys can check out her channel. You can go and watch the original video. I'll put it on screen in just a moment, and go and check out her channel, Venture with Jazzy, and subscribe as well. And you can also check out our sponsor, Kudos, where you can have a plug-in for Chrome and Safari on your iPhone that will give you the best credit card that earns the best points and miles or cash back from your wallet for whatever website you are shopping at. And you can earn extra points with Kudos Boost as well. My link for that is below. Thanks again, Yasmina, for joining us. Please subscribe if you're new, guys. We'll see you next time.